Hey there folks, how are you? What are we doing today? I'm going to show you a way to triple a very popular Town Hall 13 base that you see in wars, clan war leagues, and of course trophy pushing. We're also going to show you a fantastic attack at Town Hall 13. We're going to break it down, give you replays, and all of that's getting started right now. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Captain Nemo. Welcome to another video. Today, you and I are going to be looking at a very popular Town Hall 13 base that I come across all the time. We're going to show you how to triple it. That's right. I'm going to show you a really fantastic strategy how you can rip this base apart. Before we get started, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because there's way too much exciting stuff going on for you not to. You definitely should. Come on down to my Twitter and my Discord. Check me out over there. A lot of exciting stuff going on. And let me make myself a little smaller, and let's get started with this awesome attack. So have you seen this base? Have you seen this base around? I've even seen it at Town Hall 12 and Town Hall 11. This is the Town Hall 13 version of this, a popular base that I see all the time. Basically something that ends up splitting the troops around, right? And basically what it's doing here is taking the Inferno and the Eagle Artillery. He's taking the other Infernos and the Town Hall and trying to split it around the base. So you basically can't take it all out with your main kill squad. What it's doing here, it's also kind of trying to split your troops around and help you basically walk, right? The idea here is that the clan castles on one side, the Eagle Artillery and the single Inferno on the other side. This is supposed to prevent the wall wrecker from going into the base. And basically what it's supposed to do, it's supposed to give you a whole bunch of issues, funneling your troops in and taking out a Town Hall, depending on what side you come in. This side is way too overwhelming and too crazy, so because it's a town, there's a clan castle here and a bunch of other stuff, so you normally want to come in from the other side, and if you do, it's trying to make you pay for it. Well, in this case, we're going to show you a really fantastic attack that you can triple, that will show you how to triple this base, as well as break down this awesome attack. This is a Yeppy. I call it Yeppy because it's got P.E.K.K.A.s, Yetis, it's got the healers, it's basically got 4 quakes. It's a smash into the base, and we're going to show you how to do it. So let's get started. Danger Mouse here from Canadian Brew, which is one of the clans in the EYG family, is going to show us how to do this. You can replicate this, of course, and take apart this base if you see it in your own wars, clan war leagues, or even trophy pushing. That's right. So let's see what's going on here. What are we going to do with this attack? Well, we're going to use a coconut loon from the west, and then we're going to use a blimp to get into the base. Coconut loon is done, of course, to make sure that he pulls all the traps. The blimp is going into the base, and then we are going to freeze it and rage it. What's freezing and raging going to do? Well, it's going to take apart this entire section, right? It's going to clean this up. It's going to take out the single Inferno, and it was supposed to take out the Eagle Artillery too. Now notice it did not happen. The Eagle Artillery didn't go down, but the scatter shot did. So we're going to do a Grand Warden walk on this side to clean up and get started, and then we're going to use a Loon and an Electro Dragon on the other side. And of course the Loon is to prevent the Electro Dragon from dying or taking damage, and then the Electro Dragon is going to do so much work for the Chain Lightning. It's going to provide us that funnel that we need. The Queen is going to go on the other side with the Grand Warden walk. So we have Grand Warden walk and the Queen into the base. I'm going to pause this for a second. Take a look at what we have here. We cleaned up this section. We cleaned up this section and provided a runway directly into the base. So this runway is going to lead us to the Eagle Artillery and to the Town Hall. That's right. And that's going to be where the P.E.K.K.A.s and the Yetis are going to get into the base, right? So let's see what's going on. The P.E.K.K.A.s, Yetis with the Grand Warden walk and the Queen walk behind. We are walking into the base. At this point in time, there's nowhere else for them to go but inside, and we still have 4 earthquake spells left. Right, some of the Yetis, as you can see, moved and went out of the way, which is not something that he wanted. He used the quake spells to make sure he gets in. He also used a king in front of the Yetis to make sure that they push and clean up this entire section of the base, and the royal champ is going on the other side. That's right, on the other side. So let's see, we're gonna heal our P.E.K.K.A.s and our Yetis. We're going to use the Grand Warden pop to make sure that they stay alive over here, and then we're going to rage them as well. So everything is going into the base. We got everything is cleaning out. We have the healers on both sides. They're healing our Grand Warden and the Queen, and they're healing our Yetis. which are moving. The Royal Champ is going to take out the Eagle Artillery over here, which is really nice, OG, and then he's going to continue walking and take out this defense as well, and maybe even this one. As the main push is going in, we have the Queen is going to take out the last Inferno, and at this point in time, notice the problem with this base, right? There's a problem with any base that you spread out that much. If you can take out specific key parts of it, and that's kind of what Danger Mouse did over here. You notice he took out key parts. He went with the blimp to make sure that the single Inferno goes down, so his Queen and the Grand Warden Walk do not. He also went with the King on one side, and he punched the base out with the Electro Dragons, right? He used the Electro Dragon and a one loon on the other side to make sure that everything goes into the base. Even though some of the stuff walked, it was actually to his advantage because he went through and cleaned up that side while his main push was punching into the base. And basically what it ended up doing was it left him with most of his troops still alive. We got 2 P.E.K.K.A.s, we have a whole bunch of Yetis, we have the King, we have the Queen, we have the Grand Warden, the World Champion just died, we have the healers, we have the Wizards on the other side. This is totally OP. It ripped this base apart, cleaned it out. There are many different ways that you can take this base apart, but this is a really effective way. If you just follow this strategy with the blimp on one side, with the Electro Dragon on the other, the main push into the base, Grand Warden Walk to start, with the Queen Walk joining him, and then the Yetis and the P.E.K.K.A.s going into the base, making sure that you have your 4 Quakes and saving them so you can rip apart specific portion as your troops move in, and then come home with the 3 stars. This is a complete overkill. There was a lot of different troops left over. It was nice and easy. Even though it didn't go his way, he still ended up tripling this base, and this is a really, really good way of doing it. Ladies and gentlemen, I just showed you a way that you can triple a very, very popular base that I see all the time in wars, clan war leagues, and even some trophy pushing. This base has been adapted from Town Hall 11 to Town Hall 12 and now Town Hall 13. People are still using it, and some people are still having issues with it. And make sure to, when you take this base apart, make sure to use the right troop combinations. There are many different ones that you can do, but this particular troop combo right here will rip this base apart, take it down. As long as you use the right stuff, you use the blimp on one side on the west to take out that section and create the funnel. Use the Electro Dragon with the loon, of course, in the front on the other side to make sure that you clear up that section, and then the main kill squad goes into the base with the Queen and the Grand Warden Walk. The Yetis, the P.E.K.K.A.s, everything goes in the base. Rages, make sure that you use the Quakes the right way, and then rip this base apart. Come home with a triple like an absolute boss, just like Danger Mouse did over here. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something from it. If you did, make sure to smash the like button. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, folks. I have a lot of exciting stuff like this coming for you. Make sure to follow me on my Twitter and my Discord, because I have some other stuff that you have not seen on YouTube and a lot of cool news coming up too, so definitely make sure you follow me there. And while you're here, check out this video. This is a really cool one, and of course I'll see you there.